My fellow citizens, what was once seen as trash polluting our streets and poisoning our land is now a source of power, pride, and progress. We have transformed waste into a $20 million energy solution, creating jobs and lighting up communities. This is not just about recycling, it's about reclaiming our future. In Burkina Faso, even garbage becomes gold when driven by purpose and patriotism. This is the new spirit of our nation, turning problems into power.
Welcome to Talk of Africa 360, your source for insightful news, analysis, and thoughtful commentary. If you value informed perspectives and fact-based reporting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Disclaimer: the content on this channel is based on reliable public sources and credible online information. It is intended strictly for educational and analytical purposes. We do not promote or endorse political violence, hate speech, or any form of discrimination. Our goal is to inform, not to inflame. Thanks for being here. Let's stay informed together.
June 22, 2025, a seemingly ordinary day until you realize what happened in Burkina Faso at a modest cashew apple processing plant in the quiet town of Penny. President Ibrahim Traoré inaugurated a modest but historic project. It may seem like just another factory opening, but trust me, this is just the beginning of something big. But here's the catch. This isn't your average juice factory, I know. The $20 million investment is a red line in the sand for a new era in Burkina Faso and perhaps all of Africa. For decades, our continent has been stuck in a loop, exporting raw materials, importing finished goods, and getting rich countries even richer in the process. But that's all changing with this one single factory, and here's the real game changer. This marks the launch of Project Mobutu, a plan so massive it will redefine Burkina Faso in the next decade. By 2035, it aims to transform Burkina Faso's energy landscape with a staggering $50 billion. And let me tell you, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky fantasy. This nation nestled in West Africa is sitting on a gold mine, or rather uranium, with the second largest uranium reserve in Africa, only behind Canada. The potential is mind-blowing. Today, we are diving deep into the heart of Burkina Faso, exploring the untapped power within its borders and uncovering the secrets of Project Mobutu. Get ready to witness the rise of a new African powerhouse. Now, let me take you back to June 22, 2025, when President Ibrahim Traoré presided over the inauguration of the Simo agro-processing factory in Penny, Burkina Faso. This wasn't just a factory opening. It was a symbolic groundbreaking moment for the nation. Why? Because this cashew apple processing plant is the first of its kind in the region. It all started with an innovative idea by a young entrepreneur named Laurent Ilboudo. He recognized a simple yet powerful truth. While Burkina Faso exports tons of cashew nuts, the nutrient-rich cashew apples were often neglected, rotting away and adding no value to the economy. But Boudo saw opportunity where others saw waste. He envisioned a Burkina Faso that processed its own products, added value to its raw materials, and became a player in the global market. With this dream in mind, he set out to establish a factory that could process these discarded cashew apples into high-quality products. The result, Simo Agro-Processing Factory. Now let's talk numbers because they tell a compelling story. In 1 year alone, this factory can process around 60,000 metric tons of cashew apples. That's equivalent to around 120,000 tons of carbon dioxide removal, making it a sustainable and eco-friendly initiative. Not only does it reduce waste, but it also provides much-needed jobs and boosts the local economy. In fact, during the inauguration ceremony, President Traoré emphasized the importance of supporting local businesses, particularly those led by young entrepreneurs. This inauguration marked a significant step forward for Burkina Faso's industrialization efforts, setting the stage for a future where the country is known for processing and exporting value-added products instead of just raw materials. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The real game changer is on the horizon: Project Mobutu, a game plan to turn the energy sector upside down and catapult Burkina Faso onto the global energy stage. Let's fast forward to September 14, 2023, a pivotal day in Burkina Faso's history. On this day, President Ibrahim Traoré unveiled his ambitious plan, Project Mobutu. This isn't just any project. It's a blueprint for energy independence, economic growth and industrialization. The cornerstone of this plan is the development of nuclear power. You heard that right, nuclear power, and yes, there's a fascinating backstory to this decision. You see, nuclear power has long been associated with controversy. Concerns about safety, waste disposal and the potential for environmental damage have cast a long shadow over this energy source. However, recent advancements in nuclear technology, particularly with small modular reactors, have begun to alleviate these concerns. These reactors offer a promising solution with their smaller size, increased efficiency and advanced safety features. They provide an attractive alternative for countries like Burkina Faso seeking to harness the power of nuclear energy. But why is nuclear power so appealing to Burkina Faso? The answer lies in the country's abundant uranium reserves. In fact, Burkina Faso is currently the fourth largest producer of uranium in the world. With such a valuable resource at its disposal, it makes sense for the country to invest in nuclear power. The benefits are numerous. Nuclear energy is a reliable and consistent power source, providing a stable baseload power to the grid. Moreover, it offers an environmentally friendly alternative to fossil fuels, emitting no greenhouse gases during operation. As the world shifts towards cleaner energy sources, nuclear power is positioning itself as a key player in the transition to a sustainable future. So how does Project Mobutu specifically plan to leverage Burkina Faso's uranium reserves? Well, the answer lies in the construction of multiple nuclear power plants throughout the country. These power plants will harness the power of uranium to generate electricity, providing the nation with a clean and sustainable energy source. But the benefits don't stop there. The electricity generated will be used to power various industries, driving economic growth and creating job opportunities for the populace. Additionally, Project Mobutu includes plans for a uranium enrichment plant. This plant will take the existing uranium and enrich it, making it suitable for use in nuclear reactors. By controlling the enrichment process, Burkina Faso can ensure a steady supply of high-quality fuel for its power plants, reducing dependence on foreign imports. Furthermore, the project will prioritize the use of locally sourced materials and human resources. This will not only boost the local economy, but also contribute to the development of skilled labor force within the country. The impact of Project Mobutu on Burkina Faso's economy is expected to be profound. The development of nuclear power and related industries will create thousands of job opportunities, both directly and indirectly. Moreover, the reduction in dependence on imported energy sources will free up valuable foreign exchange reserves, allowing the country to allocate more resources toward other sectors. As Burkina Faso embarks on this ambitious journey, it will undoubtedly face challenges. Developing a nuclear power program requires significant investments, technical expertise and international cooperation. However, the potential benefits far outweigh the challenges. One of the primary challenges associated with nuclear power is public perception. Many citizens may harbor fears and misconceptions about the safety and sustainability of nuclear energy. It is crucial for the government to invest in public education and awareness campaigns to address these concerns and build public trust. Another challenge lies in securing the necessary financial resources. Developing nuclear power infrastructure is capital-intensive and Burkina Faso may need to seek partnerships and investments from other countries or international organizations. Finally, the issue of waste disposal must be carefully considered. Nuclear power plants generate radioactive waste that requires safe and secure disposal. Burkina Faso will need to develop robust waste management strategies and adhere to strict international standards to prevent any environmental contamination. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits of Project Mobutu are too significant to ignore. By embracing nuclear power, Burkina Faso can pave the way for a brighter future, one that is powered by clean, reliable energy, drives economic growth and improves the lives of its citizens. The journey may be challenging, but the destination is worth striving for. The big question is, how does this impact us? Why should you care about what's happening in Burkina Faso? Well, here's the deal. Project Mobutu isn't just about powering Burkina Faso, it's about redefining Africa's role in the global economy. For too long, our continent has been known for exporting raw materials and importing finished goods. We've been the suppliers of cheap resources while others reap the rewards, but that narrative is changing. In a world focused on renewable energy and sustainable development, Africa has an unparalleled advantage. Our abundant natural resources, including uranium, cobalt, lithium and solar power potential, position us as key players in the global energy transition. Take uranium, for example. Africa is sitting on the world's largest uranium reserves, and countries like Burkina Faso are harnessing this resource to drive industrialization and economic growth. Through projects like Project Mobutu, African nations are stepping away from the dependence on volatile global markets for energy and taking control of their own power supply. This shift has significant implications for the global energy landscape. As African countries become more energy independent, they will also become more resilient to external shocks and price fluctuations. What's happening in Burkina Faso is part of a broader trend across the continent. Countries are investing in renewable energy, modernizing their grids and prioritizing energy access for their populations. This drive for energy independence is not only about meeting domestic needs, but also about positioning Africa as a major player in the global energy market. It's an opportunity to rewrite history and break free from the constraints of colonial-era resource extraction. African countries are taking charge of their destinies and shaping a future where they are not just suppliers of raw materials, but producers and exporters of value-added goods and services. The energy revolution is here and Africa is at the forefront, so keep your eyes on Burkina Faso. What's happening here is just the beginning of an exciting new chapter for our continent. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more updates on Africa's progress. Until next time, stay tuned and keep being awesome.
As reactions continue to pour in from across the continent, one thing is clear. Africa is demanding respect, sovereignty, and accountability. Was this just a diplomatic misstep or a deeper sign of shifting global alliances? We'll be watching closely. If you found this story important, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real, unfiltered African news. This is Talk of Africa 360, telling the stories that matter.